Hello students, welcome back to SGC online chemistry classes. This is lecture number 8 on the topic classification of elements and periodicity in properties. Well students, as a recapitulation, in the last class we have come to know regarding the periodic properties such as atomic radius, ionic radius, including the concept of isoelectronic spaces. Let's start with the important periodic property, which is ionization enthalpy, also called ionization potential. Let's start with the periodic property ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. This is lecture number 8. Ionization enthalpy. Also called as ionization potential. It is also called as ionization potential. Ionization potential. Well students, from your earlier idea, you might have studied the definition of ionization energy. Let do collect once again what is the meaning of ionization enthalpy or ionization potential. It is the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of an isolated neutral gaseous atom. I repeat, what is this ionization energy? The amount of energy required to remove electron from an outermost orbit of isolated neutral gaseous atom. So this is the definition of ionization energy, ionization enthalpy, one and the same as ionization potential. Let me repeat once again, what is ionization energy, ionization enthalpy or ionization potential? It is one and the same. The amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of an isolated, very important, isolated neutral gaseous atom. Isolated neutral gaseous atom. In general, I can write like this. You have neutral atom and supplying energy. You will get gaseous cation plus electron. Example, if I take sodium neutral atom, isolated sodium neutral atom in the gaseous state with 11 electron and supplying an energy of 495 kilojoule, you are going to get a sodium cation, gaseous sodium cation with 10 electrons, 1 electron is being removed. So with removal of one electron. What is the meaning of this equation? From the neutral, isolated neutral sodium atom in the gaseous state, to remove the electron from the isolated neutral sodium gaseous atom, one need to supply an energy of 495 kilojoule. Then you are going to get the cation is formed with the loss or with the removal of one electron. So this is what this 495 kilojoule per mole, it is 495 kilojoule per mole. It is the ionization energy. So this, what is the ionization energy or the first ionization energy? Ionization energy or the first ionization energy of the sodium atom is 495 kilojoule per mole. Kilojoule per mole. So what is the meaning of this equation? In order to remove an electron from the neutral, isolated neutral gaseous sodium atom, one need to supply an energy of 495 kilojoule. Then you will get sodium cation in the gaseous state with removal of one electron. This 495 kilojoule is nothing but the ionization enthalpy or the first ionization enthalpy. First ionization enthalpy. And generally remember as a point of note, ionization energy or the ionization enthalpy, ionization energy or ionization enthalpy is expressed in the units of kilojoule per mole. Do remember, ionization energy or the ionization enthalpy is expressed in the unit of kilojoule per mole. And it is also observed that, what has been observed by the chemist, it is found that the first ionization enthalpy is lesser than the second ionization enthalpy and is lesser than third ionization enthalpy, and so on. What does it mean? The first ionization enthalpy is lesser than second ionization enthalpy and is lesser than third ionization enthalpy, so on. What does it mean? It means that you will get a 1 mark question in the form of give reason. Give reason 1 mark question will appear. Why second ionization enthalpy is always higher than the first ionization enthalpy? Why? Because see, the second ionization enthalpy is higher than the first ionization enthalpy because the second ionization enthalpy where the electron is being removed from the cation, from the ion with high nuclear charge. For example, if you take an example with respect to aluminium, by taking an element, a neutral atom of aluminium, in order to remove one of the electron from the aluminium, so here an energy of 576 kilojoule per mole is sufficient to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of aluminium atom to get aluminium ion with plus charge, with 12 electron plus charge and electron. Now look at, in order to remove the electron from the aluminium ion, so here the energy of the order of 1803 kilojoule per mole is to be supplied to make it a bivalent ion 2 plus with 11 electrons, and electron is being removed. And lastly, to remove the electron from the aluminium bivalent ion with 11 electron, so one need to supply an energy of the order of 2700 kilojoule per mole to get Al3 plus ion with 10 electrons. So this is what. So here one has to look on this magnitude of ionization enthalpy. This is the first ionization enthalpy, IE1, which is of the order of 576 kilojoule per mole. The second ionization enthalpy, which is 1800 kilojoule per mole. The third ionization enthalpy, which is IE2, it is. Third ionization enthalpy, IE3. So you can note ionization enthalpy, first ionization enthalpy is less than the second and is less than the third. Why it is so? So why the second ionization enthalpy is higher? It is because the electron is being removed from the ion, where the outer electrons are under the nuclear attraction. They were under the control of nucleus because of increase in the nuclear charge. If you go to third ionization enthalpy is still higher. Why? Because the nuclear charge further increases, thus the removal of electron become tough. Means you need to supply more and more energy to remove electron from monovalent cation, bivalent cation, trivalent cation, and so on. Thus one need to remember this concept, which is the first ionization enthalpy is lesser than the second and is lesser than the third ionization enthalpy. Well, students, over this periodic property, many a times a question has appeared in this form. Define ionization enthalpy and give reason why second ionization enthalpy is higher than the first ionization enthalpy. You need to conclude with proper explanation. Come on. Apart from that, another question has appeared. What are the factors affecting the ionization energy? So here we have 4-5 factors, out of which you need to remember 4 of them, very important. The factors which affecting the ionization enthalpy are, we'll collect one by one, is the atomic size, second the nuclear charge, third screening or the shielding effect, and the fourth one is the symmetry of the electronic configuration. These are the important factors which affect on the magnitude of ionization enthalpy. Let's collect what are the factors affecting the ionization enthalpy. Come on, we'll collect the factors affecting the ionization enthalpy. Let's collect them one by one with weightage of 2 marks. Factors, 2 marks weightage. Factors affecting ionization enthalpy. Factors affecting ionization enthalpy. Factors affecting the ionization enthalpy. Well, student, the first factor is atomic size. Atomic size. So I conclude in what way the atomic size influence on the effect on the magnitude of this ionization enthalpy. Do remember this ionization enthalpy which is inversely proportional to atomic size. Inversely proportional to atomic size. Do remember this point. Larger the size of an atom, larger the atomic size, lesser is the magnitude of, or lower is the magnitude of ionization enthalpy, and vice versa. Smaller the atomic size, higher is the value of or magnitude of ionization enthalpy. Second factor is the nuclear charge. Let's collect in what way nuclear charge influence on the ionization enthalpy. Remember, ionization enthalpy is directly proportional to nuclear charge. NC stands for nuclear charge. Ionization enthalpy and the nuclear charge, which are directly proportional to each other. Ionization enthalpy is directly proportional to nuclear charge. More the nuclear charge, higher will be the ionization enthalpy. Lesser the nuclear charge, lower will be the ionization enthalpy. This is how one must remember. Third is the screening effect or the shielding effect. Screening effect or shielding effect. Screening effect or shielding effect. Remember this point. Ionization enthalpy is inversely proportional to screening effect or shielding effect. Ionization enthalpy is inversely proportional to screening effect or shielding effect. So hope you have an idea about the screening effect. Let me convince you roughly or generally what is screening effect. So here the outer electrons, the electrons in the outer shell are going to be protected by the electron belonging to inner orbital. Inner electron, that means the electron belonging to inner orbital, they act as a screen. Electron belonging to inner orbital, they act as a screen between the nucleus and the valence electron. Thus the inner electron protect the valence electron from the nuclear attraction. That effect is called screening effect. Do remember? So screening effect is nothing but the electron present in the inner orbital, they act as a screen. They act as a screen between the nucleus and the valence electron. When they act as a screen, the valence electrons are get controlled or get protected by the nuclear attraction because of this screening effect by the inner orbit electrons of inner orbital. So this more the screening effect, lesser is the ionization enthalpy. Lesser the screening effect, more is the ionization enthalpy. In other words, you can say screening effect is nothing but repulsion. Inner electron, they repel the valence electron. More the screening effect, the valence electron can be removed very easily. So here, more the screening effect, lesser is the ionization enthalpy because you can remove the electron very easily. On the other hand, if lesser the screening effect, if screening effect is less, the valence electrons are under the control of nuclear attraction, and thus the ionization enthalpy value increases. You need to supply more energy if the screening effect is less. So do remember, and the order of screening effect, so of the orbitals, different orbital, order of screening effect, I can write to you, have to remember in the CET, you might get a question, the order of screening effect for the different orbitals of the shell of an atom are, S orbital will have more screening effect than P and then D and in turn than F. This is the order of screening effect for the different orbitals of an atom. And the fourth factor, what is the fourth factor influencing the or affecting the ionization enthalpy is the symmetry of electronic configuration. What is that? Symmetry of electronic configuration. Symmetry of electronic configuration. Symmetry of electronic configuration. So what is this symmetry? More the symmetry, more is the ionization enthalpy. So I can write symbolically, ionization enthalpy is directly proportional or related to symmetry of electronic configuration. According to Hund's rule, you know, according to Hund's rule, half-filled orbitals. So if you take half-filled orbitals or completely filled orbitals, half-filled orbitals or completely filled orbitals are more stable. So why they are more stable? More the symmetry, greater the symmetry, higher will be the ionization enthalpy. Lesser the symmetry, lower will be the ionization enthalpy. Thus, these are the four important factors affecting the ionization enthalpy. Once a 3-mark question has appeared, define ionization enthalpy for 1 mark and mention the factors, mention any 2 factors influencing the ionization enthalpy. So 1 plus 2, 3-mark weightage. So for that question, clearly one should mention the answer. Ionization enthalpy, it is the amount of energy which is required to remove the electron from the outermost orbit of a neutral isolated gaseous atom. It is expressed in the units of kilojoule per mole. Now the factors are atomic size, nuclear charge, screening or shielding effect, symmetry of electronic configuration. So these are the four important factors influencing the magnitude of ionization enthalpy. Come on now, let's collect its a trend. What about the magnitude of ionization enthalpy? How does it varies when we move along a period from left to right in the periodic table and from top to bottom down the group? Let's see the variation of the ionization enthalpy in the periodic table. Come on. Variation of ionization enthalpy in the periodic table. Once 2 marks question has appeared. Explain the trend of ionization enthalpy along a period. How does ionization enthalpy vary along a period and down a group? Directly question has appeared. Let's collect the heading variation. Variation of ionization enthalpy. Variation of ionization enthalpy in the periodic table. In the periodic table. Variation of ionization enthalpy in the periodic table. First, variation along a period. How does it vary along a period? Along a period. How does the ionization enthalpy vary along a period? Do remember, ionization enthalpy increases on moving. Ionization enthalpy increases on along a period. Along the period. On moving from left to right, and moving from left to right in the periodic table. It's very clear. How does it vary along a period? Along the period, the ionization enthalpy increases. Along the period, ionization enthalpy increases on moving from left to right. It is because of the reason increase in the nuclear charge. Increase in the nuclear charge, and the electrons are going to. Why does the nuclear charge increases? Because the electrons are going to add to the same shell. On moving along any period in the periodic table, the electron is going to add to the same shell. Because of addition of electron to the same shell, the nuclear charge increases, and thereby the ionization enthalpy along the period and moving from left to right, it increases. And periodic table, ionization enthalpy that increases along the period and moving from left to right in the periodic table. This is due to two reasons. This is due to decrease in the atomic size. Decrease in atomic size. Decrease in atomic size. And the second one, increase in nuclear charge. I repeat, the ionization enthalpy value, the magnitude of ionization enthalpy along the period, it increases on moving from left to right in the periodic table, which is due to decrease in the atomic size and increase in the nuclear charge. This effect is clearly justified with the graph shown here. Justification of the trend of ionization enthalpy in the periodic table, that too along the period. Look at this justification clearly explained with the help of this graph. A graph which is plotted between the two parameters, ionization enthalpy values along y-axis in the units of kilojoule per mole, and the atomic number Z indicated by Z along the x-axis. So ionization enthalpy values plotted along y-axis and the atomic number x-axis. Now look at this graph. So these are the elements belonging to second period element. justification of the trend of ionization enthalpy in the periodic table along a period. Now you can say the element lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. So in the graph, the dotted spots, each spots indicated to the elements such as lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Now one can get a clear idea by their ionization enthalpy about the trend of ionization enthalpy along the period. What is the ionization enthalpy value of lithium, which is 520 kilojoule per mole? 520 kilojoule per mole. That of beryllium, which is 899 kilojoule per mole. Boron value is 801 kilojoule per mole. 801 kilojoule per mole. Next is the carbon, 1096. Nitrogen, 1402. Oxygen, 1304. Fluorine, 1681 kilojoule per mole. 1681. Neon 2080. Now, so when you look these values, 520, 899, 801, 1096, 1402, 1314, 1681, 2080. With the exception, you can see, and moving from beryllium to boron, what the trend says? What is the trend we discussed? The trend that along the period the ionization enthalpy increases along the period. So these are the elements of second period element. These are the elements of second period elements: lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Second period elements. Now, so what trend says? Ionization enthalpy increase, but look at the ionization enthalpy of beryllium, which is 899, and boron 801. So I can account a reason. Chemists have given a reason for this. So when you take the electronic configuration of beryllium, what is the electronic configuration of beryllium? Beryllium with atomic number 4. You have, it is 1s2, 2s2. The shell is completely filled, more symmetry. Valence shell is completely filled, 2s2. 2s2 means stable. So because of this stability, so it becomes more difficult to remove the electron from this, while when you go with boron with 5, 1s2, 2s2, 2p1, that is what. So here the outer electron is more stabilized because of the symmetrical distribution are completely filled s subshell. That is why you can see a contrast in the trend, 899 down to 801. Hope you got. Why the give reason question? Why the ionization enthalpy of beryllium is higher than that of boron? Answer: beryllium valence shell is completely filled, and completely filled shells orbits or half filled cells are more stable. That is the reason. Same trend you can notice in the graph, a peak down over here. This was noticed over here. Same trend is being noticed here instead of gradual peak. Nitrogen, oxygen. Look at what is the ionization enthalpy of nitrogen? 1402 kilojoule per mole. That of the oxygen, very next element we expect oxygen should have. We expect the oxygen should possess more than the ionization enthalpy of nitrogen. The first ionization enthalpy or simply ionization enthalpy of nitrogen is 1402 kilojoule per mole. That of oxygen 1314, which is against the trend. Why it is nitrogen? When you take nitrogen with atomic number 7, if you read the electronic configuration, it is 1s2, it is 2s2, 2p3, 1s2, 2s2, 2p3 by the box representation. So 2s completely filled, 2p as per Hund's rule, each orbital occupied with one electron, so it is half filled. The 2p it is 2s. 2p shell is half filled orbitals according to Hund's rule more stable, therefore higher ionization energy is more for the nitrogen than the oxygen. Give reason question. The ionization enthalpy of nitrogen is more than that of the oxygen. Give reason. Because nitrogen contains electrons in the outermost orbit, that too half filled p orbitals. Half filled p orbitals are more stable. More the stability, higher is the ionization enthalpy, and that is why the ionization enthalpy of nitrogen is more than that of the oxygen. Similarly, ionization enthalpy of beryllium is more than that of boron, where you can see the two peaks getting down. Otherwise it would have increased gradually. So this trend of ionization enthalpy is clearly justified with this graph by plotting ionization enthalpy values of second period element along the y-axis with their atomic number. One can by looking into this graph, one can give a clear explanation that ionization enthalpy along the period with increase in atomic number, ionization enthalpy increases with the exception of beryllium and boron. Beryllium completely filled orbit in the valence shell, electrons in the completely filled orbit, nitrogen half filled valence shell. So this is what the trend along the period. Now let's collect the variation of ionization enthalpy down the group. Variation of ionization enthalpy down the group. I can write ionization enthalpy that decreases down the group on moving from top to bottom, in the periodic table. This is due to reason 1, increase in atomic size, and the second reason, electron being added to new shells. There the nuclear charge gets compensated by or gets counterattacked by the shielding effect. So because of these two reasons, increase in atomic size, and since the electron gets added to a new shell, the ionization enthalpy decreases and moving down the group, which is also clearly justified with the help of a graph. Ionization enthalpy down the group decreases, which is due to increase in the atomic size. Second, the electron is being added to the same shell. There is an increase in the screening effect, which overtakes the effect of nuclear charge. Thus, the ionization enthalpy decreases down the group, which can be justified with the help of this graph plotted between ionization enthalpy versus ionization enthalpy values versus atomic number. Ionization enthalpy value versus atomic number. Graph or graph plotted between ionization enthalpy versus the atomic number. Now you can see from this graphical notation, graphical representation, here the elements belonging to the first groups, the elements in the graph which I can write directly, the element lithium, next sodium, next potassium, rubidium, cesium, and the another last element radioactive is not taken here. So these are the elements which they belong to first group of the periodic table, first group I can write clearly. These are the elements of first group called alkali metals: lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and the last element being radioactive, not mentioned here. In the graph, the first ionization enthalpy or ionization enthalpy of lithium is 520 kilojoule per mole. 520 kilojoule per mole. Sodium 496 kilojoule per mole. Potassium 419. Rubidium 403. Cesium, which is 374. So same, kilojoule per mole, the unit is same. Now you can see the ionization enthalpy of lithium is 520, that of sodium 496 kilojoule per mole, potassium 419, rubidium 403, cesium 374. From this data and by this graphical representation, as the peak is getting down gradually, which indicates as you move in the group from top to bottom, in any group of the periodic table, and moving from top to bottom, the ionization enthalpy value decreases. So here you have a justification. The ionization enthalpy of lithium 520 and that of the cesium 374. These are the magnitude of ionization enthalpy given graphically in the for the elements of group 1, which are also commonly called as alkali metals. So this with this data, now I conclude today's video over the periodic property, which is ionization enthalpy, its factors, followed by its variation along the period and down the group we have completed. Well students, in the next video, let's collect the two more important periodic properties, which is electron gain enthalpy followed by electronegativity. We shall collect it in the next class. Thank you.